Hey everybody, Jason here. Happy Friday. Hope you guys had a great week. Um, Tomorrow, first of all, we're going to have the live stream somewhere between 11 and 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, but I'll post it beforehand so you guys know ahead of time when we're going to do that. More people that show up, the more fun it is for everyone, I think, and we can talk about whatever you want. Um, so today looks like we're up a little bit, up 4,000 for the day. Tesla doing pretty well. I wonder if that was our last chance to grab it at a lower price. But long term, in my mind, I don't think it really matters if we got it for 500 or paid 800 just a few months ago for it. I think in the future, when we see it at a couple $1,000s, that it just won't even matter trying to get the last $100 or $200 best price per share. Um, so today I believe the only thing I did, and actually yesterday, I grabbed some hood. So yesterday I grabbed some on IPO. So I grabbed 20 shares for $38 a share, and then I grabbed is it gonna show where is it at? Oh, it doesn't really show how many shares, but grabbed another 10 as it was down today again, and just because I believe in owning stocks in things that you use. And obviously, this is a product and a company that I use every single day, at least trading days. I probably look at it every day on the weekends as well for who knows what reason. Um, but we are down just a little bit, about $5 so far. We're down 60, 70, $80 this morning on it, but this is just going to be a long-term hold. um, I don't know if I'm going to grab more shares. I just felt like since I do use it every day, might as well grab some, and I feel like long term it's not going away. So many people are on this platform, it's ridiculous. And I didn't look at their fundamentals or anything else. It's just something I use. I know Wall Street Bets would love to see it go down and everybody's angry there, but I just don't believe that's going to happen. And if it does, doesn't matter. I mean, we have a whole $1,000, $1,100 into it, so that doesn't matter. I don't think whatsoever. Uh, Other than that, we haven't really done much today, other than waiting. Every time it gets around this number, I hope to screenshot the 169,420, and that's like my most exciting thing for today to try to do. And of course, we keep skipping around that number. Kind of silly that it's that I'm more excited about hitting that number than it going up to, I think we were up what 171 or something at one point, and I'm like, oh yay, it's coming down. Maybe I can grab it and post that. So who knows? Could happen. Expiring today, we have our few Tilray calls and a put, both expiring worthless, unless something major happens in the next couple and a half hours, but I doubt it. Maximum profit on these, on Tilray itself and the wheel, we're still down on that, but we have weeks, months, years to go on that. We'll just keep playing it the way we are, keep selling the covered calls. And it was just too low for me not to sell an additional put on it. So we'll have that $1,300 collateral released for Monday, so we can do something else there. My Apple calls, I sold that against the long call that I have in January, and I believe Apple. I don't know when I looked at it. Oh, hey, when I looked at it earlier, it was just down. So we're actually a little bit green, and that still puts us about $100 down on those calls, or that call. But not a big deal. We have lots and lots of time on that. This guy, was a long butterfly. Now we are way past the ideal price on it, so this will be a loser. This is something we just paid $32 for, but it's going to be worthless next week. Take a look at what we have. We only have a few things, so we did grab one 650, 645 on Tesla, very aggressive, but looks like so far so good, kind of playing out in our favor. I did sell a couple $800 calls yesterday right after I posted the video, which is pretty funny because someone commented, hey, how come you don't sell those? So I was waiting for a pop-up. Today could have been Even better if I would have waited. Could have sold it for $80, but we sold them for $55 a piece yesterday. I don't think we're going to be jumping up that high. I believe that we're going to have to test the $700 level of Tesla a couple more times. We got pretty close today to touching it. I think we were at 197, 190, or excuse me, 697, 698, something like that. Actually, take, I guess, a quick look, grab some candles, and what was our high? Yeah, 697. 697 high. But I only grabbed those because I feel like they'll expire worthless. I don't think we're going to see 800 next week. Maybe we'll get another test of the 700, or maybe we'll get some pullback. But overall, I think it's looking very, very strong. If you go back this last year, every single time we've seen earnings, Tesla does drop for the week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks afterwards, and they drop significantly, like a lot of percentage points. And I was just looking at that last Saturday, and it's been pretty consistent. So the fact that we did have the drop, but it coincided with the whole market being down, and now it's showing some pretty good strength. I think we may be out of this kind of holding pattern and on our way back up, but of course we'll see. But that was part of the reason for me grabbing these closer to the money credit spreads. Grabbed a 640, grabbed a 650, both next week. This is a broken wing butterfly on the S&P. Barely any credit, but very, very low risk, very low reward. MGM calls, just sold those actually on my shares. And then we have our Amazon credit spread. So this guy we are way down on, $75 credit, currently at 313. Earnings went pretty terribly, so very, very down on that, but I'm going to hold it. We still have a few weeks to go on that. But what I did is I took that same collateral and I went ahead and sold a call spread on it as well. So we do need to see above that 3,400, and we can then keep that $75 collateral. But we grabbed another $130 collateral on the call side, or excuse me, premium. We can keep the $75 premium, and we added this $129 premium on the call side. So once we're kind of in the middle there and we have a little bit of decay, theta should start decaying pretty heavily over the next, maybe not so much next week, but the following week should start decaying pretty good. And Amazon being the company it is, showing good earnings, but not, they're never gonna, or they're not going to do the crazy levels that it was doing during the pandemic. That's kind of the thing with them. But I do feel like they'll recover because it's Amazon. What else do we have? Just buy put credit spreads. And we have this is going into the next week. Couple more put credit spreads that I grabbed when the S&P dropped quite a bit. Google put credit spread. Google's doing pretty well. And yeah, that's about it. So pretty short today. Maybe we'll grab that 169 420. I don't know. My goodness. That's my goal, not to make so much money today, but just to hit that number and hopefully screenshot it. I guess there's always Photoshop if I really wanted it bad enough, but hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a great day. Let's make a lot of money.